Hiya, how you doing?
Well, we're doing really well.
We're doing okay, yeah.
We're in sunshine.
I'm just so used to saying, hi, how are you, when we're at home. So we're out here in the bubbling heat.
And we're a little bit burnt, I will say, but it's been a fabulous trip. We're going to take you on a journey. This is just the introduction. So we'd like to introduce you to the King's Sword Pub and Snacks, which is just outside of Napa. And you hear the background noises because, contrary to popular belief, I like to get the local scene.
Yeah, and then you've got these guys racing up and down the road and bike things.
Yes, there's
sand dune things.
There's sand dunes, there's 4-wheeled and 2-wheeled, and oh my gosh, it's such an adventure. So if you're looking for it online, it's right across from the Amethyst Hotel, which we haven't been to, but we love the King's Sword. We are staying at Louisiana, and we're going to give you a personal introduction later. Now, what have we been working on while we've been here? Simpson Monroe, as the author has to come through.
There was a suggestion right at the very start. Was it day 2? Why don't we get into a collaboration and do a short story together? Yeah, right, no problem, but there's only ever going to be one collaboration.
Keep going.
And that's these 4-wheel things. And the collaboration was you and yours alone. But we have actually spent 9 days getting our heads together. I think we've come up with a phenomenal short story, which, that's another one, which is going to feature in
the new release of Murder, Mayhem, and Romance. So you know, Catherine Grace is my name for writing, and we have Simpson Monroe. So we have collaborated. We've got lots of exciting stuff. What is going to happen? A couple of teasers. Short words. Is there going to be a death?
Yes.
How?
Can't say.
Poisoning. I can't help it. I've got to tell. What else?
Numerous suspects.
Any beautiful women?
Numerous suspects. Oh yeah, beautiful women. Right. So basically, what happened was we were collaborating in this story, and everything was going hunky dory.
We still are.
And we had the characters, we had the plot. And then someone come up with a suggestion. Right, more traffic. Someone come up with a suggestion. Why don't you write this in the first person? I hadn't a bloody clue what the first person was. Hadn't a Scooby.
As an author, he's experienced certain things, but first person is difficult. Go on, please.
So, it was explained to me, writing in the first person is from the person's point of view. A single person point of view, a single character's point of view. So right, okay, I'll give it a go, let's see how it goes. And then after 2 days, I thought, oh, I really like this. And that's a whole load.
It's a bus load.
Right.
An entire bus load's leaving. So back to Simpson.
And I started enjoying writing it from the first person's point of view, and I'm still enjoying it. And I think out of the eight characters in the book, we are going to get 10. Yeah, we're going to get 5 or 6 first person.
Don't tell the whole story.
I'm not telling.
So there will be death. There will be lots of love, lust, betrayal, all of the standard parts of a really good murder. So we'll wrap it up at this because our dinner is.
So what then happens is someone comes up with a bright idea. You do it in the first person. Oh, by the way, I'll do it in the third person. So we've got 2 stories that are going to merge.
There'll be 2 separate stories in the new release. One will be in the first person by Simpson Monroe, and mine will be in the third person. And they're both collaborations, so they'll have both of our names on them.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this out. I'm actually quite excited about the collaboration we've done together and getting our heads together and creating the characters, creating the scene, and putting the whole thing together. Are we going to tell them where the whole thing's set?
It's set in Cyprus, and we are going to give you part 2 of this. Well, just the next sequence, because there have been locals who have been involved in this, but we can't tell you all now. Yeah. So this is going to come in. So we'll say now our food is arriving, which we love, and the next part will be on the thing. So say it's not the end of the podcast. Just say good night, cheerio.
Good night, cheerio.
And wait for the next part. Thank you. Once again, a super yummy dinner here. I can't move, but we love the music as well. And oh, wait, background noise. All right, now go for it, Ian.
Yeah, fabulous dinner, steak sandwich. It's like a big baguette thing with cheesy sauce on it and God knows what else through it.
Grilled onions, steak cooked to order. Oh my God, another yummy dinner. I know this, I'll do the advertisement at the end so you get it, but just wanted to say it's a wonderful atmosphere here.
Yeah, also along with the big steak sandwich you get chips, and for our Spanish listeners it's patatas fritas. Fantastic.
Actually, I have to say, in my few decades of being alive, the only other person that I knew, my mama, who made homemade, fresh cut chips. I've never had them in a restaurant anywhere else I've been in the world, and it's been a few decades. So yes, kudos to this fabulous chef. Now that we're making you all hungry to visit Cyprus, we've got more stuff in store. So, into this part.
See ya.
Oh, by the way, most important introductions for the King's Sword is Alex, who is the most phenomenal young man who serves us beautiful food that will take us about 3 days to eat. Also, we have Levi, who works here, and of course, the phenomenal chef, George, depending on how you say it. Wonderful. All right, we're leaving now. You can hear this.
Oh, just come in with vinegar.
Silence as we get it tuck into our yum dinner. And here we are at Nisi Beach Bar, a very crowded Nisi Beach. What's your opinion, Ian?
It really is crowded because we're now starting to really get into holiday season out here in Cyprus. There's an area of Napa, but we're not in Napa, if that makes sense. The place, the buildings, everything is so spotless and stunning. The people have been absolutely fantastic since we got here, albeit we're not living here in the Nisi area. Your thoughts?
The water is absolutely the most gorgeous color of blue, and then you got the blue dots of the umbrellas covering the white sands, which it would be beautiful to see the white sand. However, it is busy, it's beautiful, and as Ian said, it's a fabulous visit. So on to our next port of call as we've been listening to it. Thank you. Hi.
I've returned on what is basically our very last day here in Cyprus, in a small village called Makronissos, where I found a Hellenistic and Roman period cemetery. This place is absolutely fascinating. It's an ancient cemetery of Makronissos, and it's also Makronissos Sanctuary. To give you an idea, actually where I'm standing, it's a burial ground. And the excavations at Makronissos Cemetery began in November 1989 and ended in January 1990 with a reveal of 19 tombs which date back to the Hellenistic, it's 323 BC and 30 BC, and Roman period 30 BC to 324 AD. The location was already well known and it had been the target of illegal digging since 1872. Recent studies indicate that some of the tombs also suffered because of the continuous use of quarry. A typical tomb consists of a stepped dromos, which leads to a rectangular stomion, which is an entrance. The entrances were originally sealed with one large or two smaller calcareite slabs. Most of the chambers are almost identical. They are all provided with a rectangular trench in the middle, slightly lower than the floor of the dromos, and 3 benches at the sides of the chamber. The piles were found on the surface by the dromoi, give evidence of the practicing of Greek burial customs. Some of the tombs have an additional loculus carved on a longitudinal axis of the tomb opposite the entrance, while another is provided with 4 benches at the sides and one opposite the entrance, thus providing room for 5 interments. The dead were placed in clay sarcophagi, which were originally covered with 3 flat tiles. One of the sarcophagi found on the site is displayed at Salasa Municipal Museum. The excavations also reveal a small sanctuary located very close to the burial site. It consists of a simple rectangular enclosure constructed with large irregular blocks. The few offerings found at the site date the sanctuary to the Cyprus classical 475 BC to 323 BC and Hellenistic period 323 BC to 30 AD. What I'm doing now is I'm actually in the cemetery. There's steps down into the burial area. I didn't do this the other day, but I'm going to do it this time. And I have to go gently because it is very, very steep, to say the least. I'm now looking inside. I will be photographing this. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is not something I like to do because it is a place of the dead. There's at least 17 of these excavations around this burial site. I'm going to end this part of the podcast in respect to those gone, and I'll photograph for your information. Thank you.
Hello, back again with the final part to our podcast. Ian and I are very sad because we're leaving today.
Yep, it's been beautiful.
We've stayed at Louisiana, and where is this located?
Makronissos village.
Next to Napa in Cyprus. It's been a wonderful visit. The weather has been magnificent, and we've enjoyed ourselves. We've written a story, and I have to say that the lovely group, the team that has taken care of us so well, we've included their names in the story. Now, their personalities in the murder are not included. However, we could not acknowledge them in it. So, would you like to start with the list, Ian?
Included in the story is going to be Anna, who's in charge of all the, what do we say, waitresses or staff.
Would you like to name off the team members that have taken such wonderful care of us?
Sure. Anna, Sophia and Bikash, Gina, Sarah, Alina, Utzap, Kostas and Elias.
We want to thank you all. While not all the names are included in the book, the ones that we've become quite close to are. And we want to thank especially Anna, Sophia, and Bikash. of course, every single one of them has been fantastic to us. So we thank you for that.
Thank you.
One final thought. We have enjoyed a lovely holiday here in Cyprus, but during our visit, there was the very sad tragedy of Dr. Michael Mosley going missing and the end of his life. I wish to personally express my condolences to his immediate family and extended family. Although I've never met him personally, his ethos, ideals, values, and morals are all something I've respected for many years. I've also worked to incorporate those values and ethos that we have in our company with that. He has been a personal inspiration and will continue to be an inspiration to us and our company going forward. And this is all about life. We've enjoyed our holiday and we've all lived through the tragedies. In this final moment, we'd like to say that life is about joy and sharing the moments of life. So live each day and enjoy it, because we never know when it will be the final day. So as we travel home, we'll be filled with the joy of our holiday and also tinged with slight sadness. And so we come to the end of our Cyprus podcast. And would you like to say?
Video.
And I'll say cheerio until the next time. This is Michèle Ian Mc, Bookworm Podcast. As always, wishing you a sunny day.